Most of Africa's present troubles stem from the colonial era, as the Europeans conquered and divided Africa up amongst themselves to extract her wealth. The land that had been forcibly taken away from the Africans was used for farming, mining, trade, and the establishment of game parks to view animals in their natural habitat. In Tanzania, customary land rights were in some cases respected. The designation of Serengeti Park in 1940 allowed the Maasai to stay in the area. However, in 1958, an agreement was made resulting in the removal of 40,000 Maasai from the Serengeti to Ngorongoro Crater, the eighth wonder of the world, in exchange for access to water and grazing rights. Mounting pressures from international wildlife interests and government intrusion in 1973 led to the violation of that agreement, and all but a few Maasai were banished to remote, destitute areas.
Yes, the Maasai are people for many years, long about 700 years ago, more than that. The story of Maasai, they come from parts south of Egypt, in the following River Nile, and passing Sudan, Tanzania, and Kenya. And they speak only one Maasai language. Maasai of Kenya and Tanzania are speaking one language. And sometimes they're passing by shortcut ways to go to meeting the others from Kenya, and the other Maasai of Kenya, they meet others by foot, and sometimes traveling to take luggages, to use donkeys for travelings. And we've been here in this area for a long time, because I was born at Ngorongoro Crater since 1965, and I'm still living there till to 1973. The government says we don't allow Maasai to live in the crater. Better we leave the crater to be the national park. And that's why we moved from the crater, and we're building any places around here, because all the land here, the Maasai lives, no other tribes. Because when we moved in 1973, we lost many things like cows. There are so many dying, because many cows, they stay in the crater for a long time, and there's no place up there. And when they're climbing up here, we lost a number of many cows and people, but we don't counting them because we don't know what we would go to get it. You try to say, maybe you talk to some of the member of the parliaments, and some of them, they say we can do this and this, but nothing to do. So we lost it really, a number of cows, many, and people also. But we've been there and we stayed till to 1980. A little bit we start getting cows and collecting and buying, and we start getting many cows now. Yeah. I took the Maasai from the crater to leave the crater to be the park there. But this crater is a land of the Maasai also, yes.
Unaweza kusema nini juu ya ufukuzwaji wa nguvu wa Maasai kwenye maeneo ambayo wamekuwa wakiishi kiasili na toka zamani? Kama Ngorongoro walifukuzwa, kama Mkomazi, unaweza kusema nini?
Naweza tu kusema kwamba maeneo yale yalikuwa ni ya kwetu kwa zamani. Tukakaa muda mrefu bila matatizo, lakini baadaye tukashtukia serikali inasema kwamba wafugaji waondoke katika sehemu hizo, hasa kwa mfano kama Mkomazi, maana hiyo ndio sehemu ambayo ni jirani yetu sisi, na watu wa kule wale ni watu wangu ambao wanakaa kule, ambao sasa hivi katika muundo huu wa uongozi wangu wa jamii, huko ndio sehemu yangu nyingine. Ngorongoro ni sehemu ya wenzetu wengine ambao wa Arusha, ambayo kuna machifu huko kama Laiboni. Kwa hiyo nasemea hiyo kwa sababu hiyo najua, kwa sababu wale watu walikuwa nakaa kule, sasa hivi wamehama, wote wamekuja sehemu hizi za huku. Wamezidi kuongeza kolamu ya wafugaji huko.
We don't get an amount of money for the tourists visiting Ngorongoro. But I think nowadays, they have a little 10% of the money with the gates. They have to run from the district councils. So we hear, but we don't get see those money. But I hear by people, some people they says that now they get a little bit about 10% of this money running to the district councils. As we get money from the tourists which have visited this village, and they come and pay here, so we get this money and we share all of them the money in the village, because we are 87 living in this village. So we get visitors visit here, and we charge them, because we're charging, one car $50 for one car. And some tourists, they taking pictures as much as they want and see inside of the houses and everything. So those money we get, and we collect the money per day, and we share everybody to show that here everybody get this money for buying food, clothes, medicine from cows, and to keep other money to help children in school also. And if someone be sick too much in this village, this money will help him to take to the hospitals and so on. Yeah, so that's the money we get from it.
Familia, kwa mfano ile familia mlivyokuwa mnakaga pamoja, mna nini pamoja, watu wengine wameenda Dar es Salaam na wengine wamekwenda kwamba kazi za kulinda na wameacha wake zao, yani kwa mfano ndo anauliza sasa imeathiri vipi nadhani?
Sasa imeathiri kwa sababu watu sasa hivi wamesambaratika. Watu wamesambaratika tu, wengine wameacha watoto kwa sababu hawana kitu. Kwa hiyo kweli kuna matatizo mengi tu ambayo yamejitokeza, kwa sababu wengine wanasema kwa Dar es Salaam wanaacha mama na watoto kama wanawatelekeza, kwa sababu hawana uwezo wa kuwasaidia. Wanahangaika huko, wengine wanaachwa huko. Kweli kuna mambo mengi tu ambayo yametokeza. Wakati ule walikuwa hawana matatizo kama hayo, na huko Ngorongoro ni hivyo hivyo. Ndugu zetu, kwa sababu Wamasai ni wote kwa ujumla, huko vile vile wanawasumbua sana. Tunasema huko afadhali kidogo kuliko sisi huko, tunapata shida sana. Kwa sababu kule kuna ndugu zetu kidogo wamesoma, wasaidia kuliko huko upande wetu sisi. Na sio huko tu, hata sehemu za huko Morogoro. Sehemu moja tu Kiduhi, mkoa Morogoro vile vile wamenyang'anywa ardhi. Kiduhi. Sehemu kuna kama ekari fulani nyingi tu, wamenyang'anywa Wamasai ardhi. Kwa kweli kwa sasa hivi wafugaji au Wamasai, wafugaji wanafuga hawana ardhi. Sasa mashamba na bana, na wanachoangalia ni mashamba, waangalie ng'ombe.
Soon it's going to be history.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to learn about them without having to see them.
Yes.
White came in the around 1884. First the missionary came in, and then they start coming in big numbers. Like in most parts of the world, colonialism, it's always preceded by missionaries and Christianization and stuff like that. So they also, the whites when came in, they also became more, they were more sophisticated than the blacks, the pastoralists, and then the agriculturalists. So they took over some land belonging to, which was dispossessed from the original owners, and they took over. They converted this land into farmland, and some other areas were declared as game reserves. So most affected groups are the Bushmen, or commonly known as the San, the people who are living in the, for example, the Tosha Game Reserve, that is 500 kilometers north of here. These type of San, they are called Haikom. They continue to claim